Howdy, and welcome to Brook and Tool Garage. This week, I'm going to be continuing on the utility trailer. I'm going to be doing the bed sides in there and making it look pretty cool. You're welcome to follow along, so let's just get inside and get to it. Okay, starting the next phase. I'm going to do an overview on this first. Get a pointer, and then I'll show you what I'm doing, and I'll make a lot more sense then. But this is kind of get you primed up. So what I have is a 4 foot wide by 8 foot long section. 4x8 trailer, right? Okay, well the 8's fine, but the 4 wide I really don't care too much about because I'm going to be doing sides, right? So the sides I'm going to make 18 inches tall, which is roughly what that is. All right, think about that. 18 inches, 18 18s, 3 foot. So I'll need 2 8-foot strips, 3 foot wide. This has the ship lap right here to lap over. So I really don't want to make that a top or bottom edge along my sides. I want them good and squared off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I figured out 6 inches in, and cut a strip off. Come over here, come in 6 inches, cut a strip off, right? Then that'll leave me a 3 foot section that I can cut in half. That's what's going to go on the sides. I think I'm going to do my burn in first and get that down, get that settled, and then I'll come through and do all my marking and everything on it and cutting. That might not be the best way to do it, but I think I'm going to do it like that first. I want to do some sort of coating on the back side. What I think I might do, because I'm trying to get rid of all this stuff. I have this satin black thin sickle paint here that I've had for years, and I want to get rid of it. Something jammed up in there, right? Oh, well, we can't see what it is. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and mix that and mix it thin so it works more like a stain and stain the back side of it. And I know that wood's going to soak a bunch of it up, but that'll give a good general protection and get it kind of black looking. And we'll see what we get from there. Haven't really done that before, but I've never done a burn-in before. Well, I've never worked on a utility trailer before either. Okay, going to be using the Olympic. I decided I'm going to go with Sequoia Red. I was going to do just a clear sealer, but this is a semi-transparent stain in sealer. I didn't see anything was just a sealer. It just said waterproofer. I'm like, well, I think I'll go ahead and go with this. I think they'll look good charred with a little bit of red in there. I got some test fasteners here, and I got the wrong ones. Those aren't countersunk for the little finish washers. It's more expensive to buy these little bags like that, but I want to try this out because I'm hoping that a number 6 will work good. I'm going to kind of get one of those out and test fit it and see what I think about it and everything. Got some just little generic handles. These are metal. I'm going to fasten those onto the tailgate whenever I do that, so there'll be 2 of them, so the handheld to pull that up. I'm going to apply the Olympic with my little, it's the same thing I did on my deck boards. I'll kind of wash that out right quick and I'll have to get me another roller. I'm deficient in one of those, so I'll have to run into town. So I want to go ahead and test fit one of these up before I go into town to get something to eat anyway and get me another roller. So that's what I'm about to do there. See if that's what I like, because I'm going to need a bunch of these little buggers to get this going. Once I get that done, then I'll be moving on to the other side. I don't know how long this takes to seal. It didn't say on here, so it's still kind of warm out. So I'm going to, like I said, roll that stuff on and then see what we get. Okay, I was a little concerned when I opened it and poured it, it was pink. But it come up pretty good. It's soaking it up real good. Yeah, that's how it went on. I'm like, eh, not what I wanted. But I think it'll turn out good. I'm going to do one more coat because I'm a little bit light in some areas. And I think one more coat, I pretty much ran this way, so I'll probably do the other coat this way. Then I know I got it in there pretty good. I don't want to have to come back and do it again. So yeah, we're sitting out here because I'm chasing the shade. It's still hot. It's not that crazy hot, but it's still summer. But anyways, I want to take a break, let that soak in good, and then I'm going to do a round 2 on that, flip it over, start doing all the black stain part. Okay, you might think I'm getting ready to paint, but I'm already done and cleaned up. That's what I like about this oil-based enamel right here, is I can take paint thinner and pretty much clean everything up. Now if you had a brush you wanted to reuse, or definitely your paint gun, you'll need to use some lacquer thinner in there to clean that up. I thinned it down with the naphtha right here, and all I did was poured it in that little tray I had for my roller. I just scooped me out, I like use a little scooper right here. I just scooped it out and put a couple of scoops in there and thinned it down a little bit, stirred it up, and then put it on. And I used this, I just poured me some paint thinner in there and cleaned everything up. So very easy to work with stuff. I didn't use a mask on there. Number one, I painted it outside. I'm brushing it on, and I didn't use the activator in there, the urethane activator. Anything urethane, you're going to have to use a mask for safety there. That's morning, so we got morning sun right there. All right, there we go. Just what I wanted right there, nice and stained. I'm not trying to make it all completely slick type deal, but it's soaked up. Get a little closer view. Soaked up pretty good. Of course, the top of it was a little bit thinner than the bottom part. Yeah, already getting grasshoppers. I don't know why grasshopper wants to hop on that. Like, why would you do that, grasshopper? But anyways, yeah, got a good breeze coming through here. Just wanted to get it knocked out this morning. But yeah, that can cure up really good. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to dry. Probably a couple hours. Give it something like that before I start messing with it. And then bring it inside and start cutting it up. In the meantime, while that's drying, we can go back to the shop. I got a bunch of metal to cut up. I know the links I'm going to have on the metals on here, right? You gotta remember, doors open, sun's out, I can't face the other direction. Ooh, we got a good shadow. But anyways, I can start getting my metal cut now. I know where it's going to go, and then cut the wood and start drilling holes, all that good stuff, right? So the metal, I think I am going to scuff that once I get everything cut, everything drilled, ready to assemble. I'm going to scuff this down, wipe it down, and I'm going to put a coating on it. So I'm going to use, I picked up this, same thing, I can get this locally. I was going to use my Reform Seal, but that's rubberized, and I didn't want the rubberized on there, and I couldn't find that locally, just the Reform Seal. So I just got the Reformer, and I'm going to be using, if you watched the video I told you to watch, with Project Farm, I'm going to be using the Ultra Cover Canyon Black. As you can see, I've already used this can. I've used it on the interior of Project Phoenix with great results on plastic. That does pretty stinking good. And, well, now it's $7 a can, but I wouldn't even want to know what it'd be for to get the SEM or whatever, probably up to $25 now. But it works pretty good. So that's what I'm going to be using on the metal and just get a good, and it is a great color, this Canyon Black satin. So I'll work on interior or whatever. I almost went with my oil rub bronze, but I'm not going for the antiqued bronze look on there. All right, getting it together, and it is hot. Oh, 2 more weeks though, I think. That'll be it. Then we'd be down into the 80s, which isn't exactly what I call cool. All right, so that's the idea there. You see how I got 4 clamps on it right now. I'm putting that right in the center of that groove. So that looks pretty slick. So now that I got that clamped on, I'll start drilling some holes in there, and then that'll help get this aligned. Also, this isn't a true 8-foot trailer. It's a 1/2 inch shy. That's what we can see here. And you see my lovely cut that I did that's all woo. But that might have been because the board was bowed or something, but it'll be all right. It'll get covered up. All right, doesn't look any different, does it? Got one in. Little bolt finish washer, and that's attaching to the rib back there. So I just need to finish my ribs on there. Once I get those in, I can move my clamps and do my end pieces. Take the metal strip off, come over here, cut and mark that. Use that as a template to drill those holes because I want them to be pretty symmetric on there. Take the board off, clean this little piece up here where I got my my wave in here. You can't really see that. If we look down, there you can kind of see it now. I got a little bit of a wave going on, so I'll trim that up. That way my little corner piece will fit on there better. And I mean, that's it. Do that, rinse and repeat for the other side. Cool morning, finally. So I'm going to be painting outside. Just well, I got a ram charger in pieces. That's why I'm painting outside. Kind of a room, and make sure I don't want to get overspray. I don't know how that reform and seal is gonna work, and I probably should have covered the ram charger up when I painted the fender. So, but whenever I get on it, I'll figure out all my overspray, right? So, anyways, I'm just going to wipe these down with or scuff them with a red Scotch-Brite, and then I'm gonna wipe it down with a paint thinner. After I do that, I'm happy that it's clean. I'll do the reform and seal on it, and then I'll come back, and whenever that's cured up, which I don't know how long it takes to cure, but you know, we're in the sun, so it's going to get up to 90 today, so that should make it cure pretty good. Whenever that cures, I'll dust it with that, or go over it with that Canyon Black, and that'll be a good seal on there. Yeah, that come up pretty stinking good right there. Especially first time doing it. But I'm going to be using this hopefully on another project. So I wanted to learn that technique, and I think I got it down. Next time we're going to be doing tailgate and putting these little orange things up on it, because this thing's so short you can't see it. So we'll be figuring out how to mount these things, and you see I've got some leftover stuff for the tailgate. The little head area, I'm not going to do anything with that. This thing needs to get out of the shop. I'm ready to work on the ram charger. So, all right, well, that'll sum this one up. And as I try to juggle 2 different things here, right? I'll sum this one up. I'll see you next time on Broken Tool Garage.